Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. Welcome to my channel. These are the video for the Saturn transiting Aquarius in Western astrology for each zodiac sign. So the complete transit, Saturn moved into Aquarius on March 23rd, 2020, and the complete cycle ends on March 8th, 2023. But Saturn goes retrograde in May. He re-enters Capricorn on July 3rd, 2020, and he won't leave Capricorn and go back into Aquarius until December 18th, 2020. So though his transit through Aquarius has begun, it doesn't fully kick in until the end of the year, but the energies are already starting. Okay. If you're wondering about the Vedic astrology Saturn in Capricorn transit, which began on February 1st, 2020 and goes until January 26, 2023. You can check out the video I made a few years ago for the Saturn in Capricorn transit. And even though that was for the Western astrology, it now applies to the Vedic because horoscope readings have to be done whole house. So you can listen to that one for your Vedic rising, ascendant, or moon sign. For these videos, for these Saturn in Aquarius and Western astrology videos, listen to your sun, moon, or rising sign. You can listen to all three for a bigger picture of this transit the next few years ahead. Okay, I did make a video, as you probably know. Jupiter and Saturn are in conjunction over the next couple of years through ranging from Sagittarius in Vedic, Capricorn, and Aquarius. I made a video discussing that from both systems. If you want to learn how to work with those energies together and get the dates for all of that, I will pin that video to the top of the comments below. I also made a video maybe a year ago or so titled What and How to Listen to Astrology Horoscopes to give you a better understanding of why it has to be done whole house. I will link that at the top of the comments below as well. And I also, for 2020, I made a time-stamped video for all signs called Diving into 2020, New Beginnings 2020, and it's a tarot and oracle reading. I will be doing an update tarot reading for the second half-ish of 2020 because there's been a major thing going on in the world and there's a major shift going on. So I thought I would do update readings for all signs. I'll probably do those as separate videos instead of a time-stamped one. So stay tuned for that. Okay, on to the astrology for Saturn in Aquarius for each zodiac sign. Hi Leo, welcome to your Saturn in Aquarius transit. So Saturn is transiting your 7th house of relationships, most specifically like spouse, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, but it can be any really close relationships like best friends, business partners, but also your idea and understanding of the concept of relationships. And because the 7th house reflects the 1st house of the self, yourself in relationships. So Aquarius energy is very humanitarian, as you probably already know. And with this Saturn energy coming in, very stable energy, very patient and slow energy. For some Leos who are not in a stable relationship already, or your relationship you're in is unstable, whether it's a partner or a business partnership or whatever, this Saturn energy will bring in the stability you need, or, because Saturn can separate, dissolve the partnership. So if you've been hanging on to any type of relationship for unstable reasons, superficial reasons, or just because, or even for the fear of being alone, this energy is likely going to break it apart for you so that you can work on yourself and understand yourself in relationships and what relationships mean for you. Now, for other Leos, this stable energy is going to deepen and stabilize the relationships you're in, or possibly it can bring in a stable long-term relationship. That's Saturn energy, long-term stability that you've been wanting. So let's say you've been dating someone for a while, and sometime during this transit, again, it's about a 3-year transit, so it's not going to happen, right away. It may take a couple years or so. You're dating someone for a while, and you get married during this transit, or you're single. This can bring in that long-term stable relationship you've been wanting. But if you're in a relationship or you're clinging to patterns of relationships or clinging to a past relationship that is in the way of that stable energy coming into your relationships, the Saturn energy will try to dissolve that in some way. So especially if it's clinging to old relationships just in your mind, you will go through some sort of catharsis concerning you, yourself, and relationships and the patterns you've been in. That is not always fun, but it is necessary to bring in the long-term or stable relationships that you want. So this Saturn transit in the 7th house can be very eye-opening. That's the Aquarius energy, a little bit of shock. But it does bring in the long term, what Leos want in relationships. Okay. That is the Saturn in Aquarius transit for you, Leo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you back here soon.